I was not ready for that whatsoever. Hi guys, welcome back to On the Fence. So Liverpool have just absolutely dominated and annihilated and completely. Wait, there. I was not ready for that one. I wasn't. Liverpool have just completely demolished Watford by 5-0 in the Premier League to keep ourselves top. That was the statement. That was what we wanted at the weekend. That was the game, the kind of result we wanted. Not necessarily the 5 goals, of course, but that was what we wanted at the weekend. But it came a game late. It doesn't really matter. We've still gone out there and put in a fantastic performance. Liverpool unleashed. This hopefully can be the start now of Liverpool just taking the shackles off. I understand being very good defensively. That's a key to winning a championship, winning the league. But we can be more fluid, we can be more flexible in games, and we can attack more like we did today. We've just shown it by absolutely ripping Watford apart in spells where we looked unplayable. We looked absolutely world class in every area of the pitch. Our midfield were dominant. Fabinho, the tackle he makes in that first half to, Deulofeu's not a slow player at all. He's got a lot of pace about him. That's one of the good things of him. Fabinho just charges back, and makes that tackle. And I think it's like 1-0, 2-0 at this point. And you're thinking, like, yes, get in. Like, what a tackle. Fabinho just strides back and he makes ground on Deulofeu. I understand that, like, Deulofeu was, he's got the ball nap and he's not running as fast, but Fabinho just charges at him and just wins the ball back, and it's a great tackle. Before I do carry on, actually, I'll get to comments in a minute. I'll talk about this first, and I'll get to comments, mate. Thank you for your comment, though. Yeah, how fluid we were, it was another impressive thing. We've just come off the back of on paper, a good draw against Man United away at Old Trafford, in our game in hand. To put ourselves top of the league with a point over Manchester City, and any kind of result like that is a good result in my opinion. But in the context of the game, we should have probably won the game. So quite disappointing. Yeah, Joe, I'll get to you in a minute. Quite disappointing, for us not to get the win in that game and only get the draw against a team who, had a lot of injuries, albeit and stuff like that. We won't get into it. That was another video, because today was phenomenal. Today was the polar opposite. Today was a phenomenal 5-star performance. And, like I said, Liverpool unleashed, and it's great. Gino Wijnaldum doing exactly what he does every single week. He just controls that midfield. He's so strong. He's so quick. He's so good on the ball. He just knows what to do and where to be positionally. Milner was everywhere. Absolutely excellent. For a man who, we slate for playing fullback in big games, and he doesn't really cover himself in glory. He always looks like he's on a tightrope when he gets yellow cards and stuff like that. He played the midfield role today absolutely superbly. He was linking everything. James Milner's so good to this team. I think if we didn't have James Milner, we wouldn't have as many points as we do. He's a very, very, I wouldn't say underrated, because Liverpool fans do rate him, of course, but people don't realize how good James Milner is, because he gets a lot of stick, for the season he played the fullback, and I think he played a great season of fullback, but towards the end he kind of died off because of how many games he played, and he's an old football player in terms of football players' ages and stuff like that. So people do get on his back, but look, if he's playing like this until the end of the season, absolutely fucking fantastic. We'll get into the goals anyway. Trent Alexander-Arnold back in this game after missing United for whatever reason, injury or what. And he puts 2 fantastic crosses in with his right foot to make 2 Mane goals. The first one's a great header. It's one thing about Mane is he's not a big player, he's not a tall player, and he doesn't win a lot of headers around the pitch. Well, he wins more than you think, and in the box he's so lethal. At Southampton, he scored a lot of headers against big centre halves. Cathcart and Mariappa are not small. The big centre halves, and he just gets in between them and manages to get the header in. And it's a great finish for 1-0. Great header into the top corner. Ben Foster's got absolutely no chance. Fantastic whip on the ball from Trent, and then we go and get the second. Again, another. The ball comes back to Trent, and it's a first time ball, and Mane beats the offside trap really well. He takes a bad touch, and at this point, I'm thinking, it's gone now. The defender's going to get a foot in, but Mane got the wherewithal to create an amazing goal. You know, it's so underrated again because with it being so close to the goal and it was such a bad touch, but people don't realize how hard that finish is. He backheels it onto the floor and makes it dip over the keeper, and the keeper's got no chance, and it's 2-0. It's a fantastic backheel from Sadio Mane, and it's a great goal to make it 2-0. And then we go into the first half. We go into half time, sorry. 2-0 up. Cruising, we're fine. You know, there's a little bit of danger from Watford on the counter attack and stuff like that. But you know, look how good we are in the counter attack because we come out second half and it was literally counter attack versus counter attack. This game opened up a lot, to be fair, more than I was expecting it to. You know, I was expecting a typical Liverpool. You know, we'll just cruise to the end. We'll pass it around the back and it'll be a bit boring. You know, I was expecting that coming into this game. I was fully expecting a boring like 1-2-0, and we just sit back and we don't need to worry because you know we don't need to overexert ourselves, but we really wanted to do something today to put Watford to the sword. And Origi, who comes in for Firmino, who's injured. By the way, before I get into Origi's goal, one thing I will say is Firmino's song was getting sang nearly all game, which is a true show of clash from the fans. He's not injured for any long period of time necessarily, but you know the fans just fucking love Bobby Firmino, and why wouldn't you? You know we love all of our players, but Bobby Firmino's song's quite special, and he's a special player too. So you know the fans just eating it up. Yeah, Origi's finish it's a good finish, and I just got to say well done to Divock Origi because he spent a season away at Wolfsburg, and you know I was one of them who thought you know his career at Liverpool's over. He might play a handful of games and he'll be crap, and then we'll sell him. And I think we looked to maybe move him on in the summer, but then as soon as Solanke went to Bournemouth in the January, we realised that you know Origi's probably going to play more games, and you know maybe Sturridge not being the kind of impact that we wanted him to have. Origi's come in and done very well, especially in this game, in the derby as well, to note. But yeah, he cuts inside on his right foot in this, and he goes, you know, back out towards the edge of the box, and he just swings a shot into the near post, and he just wrong foots Ben Foster. He gets it under the defender's legs. It's a great finish, a very good finish from Origi. That's what he's capable of. He's very good at cutting in from his right onto his right foot from the left hand side. You know, you think he's going to run down the line because he's got that about him. Can't use his left foot, but you know, he goes to cut down the line, but he comes back inside. Robertson does well to make the run to move the defender out the way or the midfielder. And then, you know, Origi's just got that space to run into it and put it into the net, and he makes it 3-0. And then at that point, we start making subs. Henderson comes on for Milner, got a good applause, got a good reception from the fans. Fair enough. You know, whatever happened on the weekend's over. I'm not going to hold too much into it. And then, yeah, so we thought it was all over. But as it is, you know, he's our centre-half. He's our number 4. We've watched him all game defend, and then we go and watch him score 2 fucking great goals. Virgil van Dijk makes it 4, then he makes it 5. A cross in from a free kick, I think it is. Yeah, it's a free kick when I think Lallana gets fouled on the right-hand side. Trent whips the free kick in. Virgil van Dijk just rising above everybody. He's like a fucking mountain. It doesn't matter how big other players are. Virgil van Dijk's always going to rise above them. He does. He leaps so high, and he's about head and shoulders above everybody else, and he just heads it right into the corner. It's 4-0. Everyone's fucking going nuts, and we're thinking, oh, you know, it's the one goal that he gets every so often. Oh, okay. He's going to get 2 then. We get another free kick, similar area. I think it's the second phase of it. It goes right back out to the left-hand side. Robertson whips it in. And who's there again? The man mountain himself, Virgil van Dijk, gets a second goal. Virgil van Dijk and Sadio Mane getting braces in this game. It's a fucking mad world. It really is. 5-0 to boot. End of the game. What an absolutely fantastic performance from Liverpool again. The word fantastic, I use it way too much. Yeah, you know, Van Dijk, there you go, showing his qualities, showing why he's not just a good defender. And then he was loving it at the end. You know, everyone was singing his song, rightly so. And then, you know, he was just, every touch he got, he was just taking the piss with it. He could head the ball away, but he's just testing it down. He's taking little touches. He's over kind of over shouting at the players. Then, you know, he's making sure he shows that he's telling the team what to do, and I love it. You know, I absolutely love it. I love every player on the pitch tonight. They were absolutely fantastic. Another word for Alisson, because I always seem to forget when players do things in the game that are quite good. I always seem to forget to mention it, and I need to remember to. Alisson Becker making 2 very good saves in the second half. I think both of them at 3-0 before Van Dijk gets his goal. So I just need a cup of drink. Before Van Dijk gets the 2 goals, Alisson makes a good smart save down to his right-hand side, quite low, against Andre Gray. And then the second one is phenomenal, world class again. Why we bought him. The balls, it was from a corner or a free kick. Second phase again, it's whipped over. They beat the offside trap, and the player heads it across, squares it across the goal, plays about 6 yards out. I think it's Gray again. And all he has to do is get a touch into the goal. And point blank, similar to Napoli, but this one's better. Alisson gets the touch on it and puts it over the bar for a corner. What a great save. So underrated in terms of what he does there and then, because you don't expect him to make the save. I thought Gray had just put it over. And then when he showed the replay and you seen that he'd saved it, it was even better. It was maniacal, really. There's that. Get into a few comments. CR7 says, Chelsea beat Tottenham 2-0. Come on, Chelsea. We are coming to the Champions League. Chelsea beat Tottenham. Okay, so Chelsea just beat Tottenham. So Chelsea are possibly finishing. Where does that leave us in the table? I'm just going to have a quick look. Don't worry, guys. I'm just segueing. Chelsea now, because I did look at the table just before the game's finished. I didn't even see that Chelsea beat Tottenham 2-0. I seen 0-0. That was last time I checked. Right, yeah. So you're looking at it. And Chelsea've got a game in hand over everyone above them as well. So that's quite good for them. Hopefully they can displace Man United. I'm not too arsed, but hopefully they can displace Man United, and Man United can have another season in Europa League during this era for them. Joe McKibben, I am 8. Hello, shout out for my saves of footy. Okay, so we just got back from footy. That's why my hair is like that. And we just beat a team. But I asked the ref at the end of the game, and he said it was 16-1. I thought it was way more than that. We absolutely battered this team. And Joe, who's usually on the podcast, the one that's always moaning with the beard, Everton fan, obviously. He was all right in footy. Like, you can see the goal, so he's fuming. But we got him a second half clean sheet. Speaking of clean sheets, Willy Caballero was amazing in goal, CR7 says, and he got a clean sheet as well. Well, to be honest, I just seen, I think at half time, I heard on the commentary that Kepa had been dropped for this game, which rightly so. He makes a poor decision, to be honest, Kepa. In the final, I know everyone's talked about this. I'll just dwell on it really quickly. He makes a poor decision by ignoring his manager. In that instance, I wouldn't want to come off like either. Do you know what I mean? I'd want to stay on, especially for penalties. You want to make yourself the hero. You do, of course you do, especially if you believe in yourself. And yeah, he's made the wrong decision to ignore his manager in front of nearly 100,000 people at Wembley. So, or however many plastic fans are there. So, he's belittled the manager in front of everybody. So, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Kepa gets dropped from now to the end of the season, because you don't do shit like that. Be interesting, though, because he's the world record fee for a goalkeeper. So, especially after he's the world record fee just after Alisson was the world record fee. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what the objectives are really at Chelsea, because 1 minute they're after quick success and stuff like that. So, he might just come back in. We don't even know if Sarri's going to be there until the end of the season. We don't even know if he's going to be there next season. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too sure whether to comment or speculate on that, to be fair, because I haven't got a clue. I don't really know how Chelsea do their business. I have got an idea, but I don't really like how they do their business. So, whether they replace Kepa, whether Kepa stays, whether Sarri goes, what. But if they can finish top 4, that'll be fantastic for them. And if Liverpool can go all the way we are, top of the league, we will be great too. It is what it is. It's getting ever so close. It's getting to that point now. It's just so nerve-wracking. Absolutely ridiculous. And hopefully now, going back to circling back around to the start of the video, hopefully this can look at my dog there. Hopefully this can be the start of Liverpool starting to pick up pace now, starting to attack teams more. Not just sitting back for the 1-0 lead, not just being very flaky in games, because I've noticed us, especially at the turn of the year, we've been very, very flaky, and we've got the biggest game of our season so far coming up, which every game will be that, of course it will, but we've got the Merseyside derby away at Goodison at the weekend. I'm going to be sitting with the home fans right next to the away fans. Well, I'm going to be sitting with the Everton fans right next to Liverpool fans, so you can imagine how hard it's going to be. I'm probably still going to celebrate if we win. Hopefully we do win. That'll be great. but we've just hit form at the right time if we want to, you know, have a chance of really putting a few goals past Everton, you know, because that's what I want to see. I don't really want it to be nervy. That's going to be horrible. I hate games of Goodison, I really do, especially watching them on telly. It feels a lot worse. But, you know, we've got to go and just keep getting 3 points from now at the end of the season. City, of course, won 1-0, I think, with a pen against West Ham. As far as I know, West Ham defended quite well and just, you know, might have got a bit unlucky or something. Fair enough, it is what it is. City aren't going to keep dropping points, to be honest, especially since they've already had their bad spell. I think they're really going to be focused on winning every game now. You know, if that means they go to Champions League, I don't know. Fuck knows, to be fair. We're still in Champions League too, so it's just one of them. It's lovely to fight in as many competitions as you can, but you know, we really want this Premier League. We really do. You know, but if we can balance both, then, you know, even better. Roll on the derby at the weekend at Goodison, then roll on the next games and all of them to come, and it's just going to be a fantastic ride. Let's strap ourselves in. Nearly said strap on. Let's just strap ourselves in because it's going to be phenomenal. It really is. And if this is the start of something rather than just the outlier and anomaly, if this is the start of how Liverpool are going to maybe start playing against teams, I can't fucking wait. And a clean sheet as well. I didn't even mention the clean sheet. 5 goals and a clean sheet. A 5-star performance. Absolutely. 5-star performance. Up the fucking tabletop in Reds. I've been on the fence. Thank you for watching. Also called Danny. That's by the way. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click like on the video if you did like it. Click on like if you're, you know, an opposition fan who wants us to lose and be shit and be bottlers. Boo. Yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I've been on the fence. Take care.